The most amazing thing about it is that even in the most diverse concepts, there is a common vein running through our understandings of God. Every religion has the same heart in it.
I'm wading deep waters, trying to get home. Lord, I am wading deep waters, trying to get home.
Before I decided to be a pastor, I ran sled dogs for a company in Ely, Minnesota. We'd go on camping trips and hang out, and that was another spot where I felt like I would see God. I remember one time waking up and everything was frozen, negative 20 degrees. There's ice crystals on the dog's fur, and there was a black spruce bog in the distance, and the sun was coming up pink, and there was a moose walking across, and you could actually see the silhouette of the smoke from the moose's nostrils coming out. And I remember that was another time where it was like creation is perfect.
Lord, I am climbing high mountains, climbing high mountains, climbing high mountains, trying to get home.
So much of our society thinks that we are built completely on science and there's no aspect of spiritualism in the world. And when we say this, we're actually denying a fundamental part of our being. The world is half spiritual and it's half physical. And there is nothing wrong with the people that are seeking spiritual, even if our society discredits them.
Lord, I am walking deep valleys, trying to get home. Lord, I am walking deep valleys, trying to get home. I am walking deep valleys, walking deep valleys, walking deep valleys, trying to get home. I am wading deep waters, trying to get home. Lord, I am waiting.
So there's this theologian called Anselm, and he has this really cool idea that he's an old guy, very, very long dead, but he has this really cool idea that the sun is like God. And if we look at the sun, we're obviously going to burn our retinas out. So instead we look around at everything that the sun illuminates in this world, and that's how we see God.
Wading deep waters, wading deep waters, wading deep waters, trying to get home. Trying to get home, trying to get home, trying to get home, trying to get home.
We want to know God better. We don't want to know God in these black and white contexts that he or she gets thrown into. We want to know God in a three-dimensional way. So what do we look at in this world that can point to God? And I think what we need is people's stories, that intimate, down and dirty relationship with God. The goal of us as human beings is to be open to whatever faith or God, call it whatever you want, wants you to do in the world, to live in balance with the world and wholeness. Every religion speaks of wholeness. sometimes people live in black and white religions and they get afraid to go out of their context and ask people about their other people's stories, you know. But we have to understand that God will bring his wisdom to us if we seek it. And you have to be open to it. People aren't always going to say, they're not always going to say, God saved me. No one wants to be like, Jesus saved me these days, because quite frankly our society gives them shit. But some people will say fate saved me. Some people will say the 12 steps did. Others will say that they found their calling in life. It all depends on how you look at it. Those things, if you are a person bent on seeking spiritualism, are God ultimately. Underpinning of whether or not you're a spiritual person is, do you believe that there is an ultimate truth? Is there a balance in the chaos of our universe?